Hello, my name is Alex, and today I'm going to be showing you how to sand some drywall. Okay, the point of sanding is to hide any imperfections in the wall, so it looks like you have a smooth, full, completely sanded wall. And there are some tools you'll need. First one is a sanding pole with 100 grit sandpaper on it. And you also need a dust mask, because the compound is not good to breathe in, and you'll definitely need it if you're doing a whole house. And you can also use a sanding sponge or just make one of your own. I just use a piece of wood. For doing the small, like inside corners, you want to have a little tip on it too, but a sanding sponge works too. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to sand these screw holes. They may look a little different from usual ones, where some of the screw holes are just little dots, you know. I find it easier just to run your knife along, which is a little compound. It's easier to sand also. But as you see here, we have a third coat on of the joint compound, and this is ready to be sanded. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The point of sanding, like I said, is to hide imperfections and to smooth out your edges. Okay, you don't want to sand all the compound off, or it's not worth doing if you sand all the compound off. So you just want to do a little bit off. So wear the dust mask, and the first thing you do is I like to smooth off my edges. So you kind of run it going along the side of it just a little bit. So a couple times you do it on the edges. And then I like to do it a couple times down the middle. So I'll hold it like this. Just give a little bit of pressure. If you do a little pressure, then it will help come off a little bit faster. And I'm not sanding all of it off, like I said. I'm just going down a couple times. And that would normally do it, depending on how much depending on how much compound you applied. You might need to do a couple more times. But you only sand once when you're taping. You know, people say sand between coats, but if you clean off your edges while you're taping, then you only will have to sand once. And it'll be a lot easier to do it. Now I'm going to show you how to do the screw holes. Now this is a little different, like I said. I don't have to do circular motions. I can just run straight down because of the way I applied the compound. So what I'm going to do is, instead of holding it like this against the wall, you turn it like that, you know, so you're not sanding away the drywall surface. So as you can see, I have it over my screw holes, and I just run down like that. And you only have to go over like once or twice, because you won't be able to feel it, you know, because you only applied so little of the screw holes. Let me do the next one. That's it for the screw holes. I mean, depending on how much compound you apply, you might do it a couple more times, but you don't really do much for the screw holes. So that's basically on sanding. I'm Alex, and see you next time.